Yo, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory. Episode number 68, I'm pretty sure. I can't believe I forget it every single episode. But we're going to start today off with marquee matchups. The European one that came out a couple of days ago for about 110k's worth of packs, which is pretty cool. Now, I had to buy a few players, quite a lot of them I had in my club, which is obviously meaning that the SBCs that we're churning out time and time again are really starting to work now. I've got a lot of players in my club, but look at the amount of first owners you're seeing in that particular team right there. Madness, and that worked out really, really well for us. So you're just seeing me put the squads in. They're not necessarily the cheapest teams out there. They are literally the cheapest I could make it with players that I already had, which is definitely what I suggest to you guys to do as well. And if you do enjoy today's episode, guys, please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Really show your support on the road to glory. I'd greatly appreciate it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new around here. So we complete marquee matchups, which is great. That final team, by the way, is nice and cheap. If you've ever done bronze pack method, you've probably got the Dutch and the Danish players to help complete that one nice and easy. Prime gold players pack, which I'm pretty sure that's 45k pack, right? Because I think that means we're up to about 110,000 coins worth of packs. So as always, I'll go ahead and get the silver one out of the way. We get Dax McCarty, who doesn't look like to be the greatest card out there, but you can just tell at some point in time he's probably going to be a valuable player. You're going to need him for some sort of SBC or some sort of, you know, requirement where you need silver MLS players or something. I don't know, but I'm sure at some point he'll be required. Next pack then, we do get ourselves pretty much a nobody. Well, I don't mean that in an offensive way, but a guy called Sandro. You kind of hope for more than a 77 rated rare gold when you open your pack. But we do get upgraded Timo Werner, which is quite a good one, I guess. And then a few different players there that we can flog in SBCs at some point in time along the way. And a couple of decent chemistry styles. So the next pack, we do get a couple or three rare flares. And we get Consigli. Again, I'm pretty sure that's a duplicate, right? I swear we've already got him in our club right now, which sucks. We get Thiago and we get a transferred Grozicki, a couple of squad fitnesses, a healing card, plus 3,000 coins. I quite like those rare gold packs, the 25k ones, because you don't just get the players, you get stuff for your club as well. We get a friggin' inform, boys, which is awesome until you see it's Suzaeta, who, to be fair, looks like an alright right midfielder, but I don't think he'd be a great right winger or a great right forward. There's probably just not quite enough pace there. But in terms of dribbling and passing, yeah, decent. However, we will be offloading. We'll sell him for a little bit over discard price, because that, alongside selling a couple of players that are worth something right now, helps us to recoup the cost of marquee matchups in total. But we're still holding a load of players in the background for future SBCs. Now we get his teammate DeMarcos in our prime pack. That kind of sucks, doesn't it? I was hoping for at least a big flare, like an 84 or above in that. But we get the upgraded Pickford, and we get a couple of players from different leagues, which I know at some point we'll sell. We get a duplicate upgraded Werner, and I think the guy's name was Delaney? Yeah, it was. So I sell stuff that I could. Ignore that Jordan Rhodes, I bought the wrong one, and that's kind of a hint to what's going to be happening in a moment. But yeah, as you can see, things that are worth right now, I just decided to let go, or any duplicates I decided to let go as well. So the daily knockout tournament right now is where we're going to focus the rest of the episode on. But when I was recording this, the requirements were a 3-star team max, and you could only have silver players on your bench, so you couldn't just completely bronze bench it. So feast your eyes on this beautiful squad right here. Now I thought, you know what, why don't we try and get my red bronze cards in here to really strike fear in my opponents, and well, just to build a cool team around them, featuring some of the players we've got, some new ones as well, like Liam Ridgewell comes in, looks like a decent silver centre-back. We've got kind of the normal defence at that point in time. My red Tom Davies comes in, looking forward to using him. The legend, the footballer, the pro footballer that is also in the YouTube community, David Myler, follows us on Twitter and all of that good stuff, and he's really starting to get into the whole YouTube and Twitch thing. And then also like Jordan Rhodes, I actually went to school with him. He was a friend of mine back in the day, so I put put him into the squad. And we've also gone with the silver version of Iheanacho. He now has a gold, but when I tried to put that in there, it brought the rating up slightly too much. So I'm really excited to use this team because it's just different and it features a few cool players into the squad. We do, of course, have my Dele Alli in there, which is obviously bringing the rating up quite a lot. But I figured lots of people would have teams like this, where there's bronzes, there's silvers, a little bit like what we're doing, which means a player like Dele Alli would probably shine, right? We're hoping so anyway. I don't get off to the greatest start, but my bronze goalkeeper was doing stuff for me there to help me stay into the game. And then I sort of found my way with this team. Dele Alli plays it to Jordan Rhodes. Oh, good save by Consigli. But we get through again with Rhodes right now. He's not the quickest, but he held off that defender so very well. And he just stuffs it into the bottom corner. A fantastic goal by the man himself. He no longer plays for Middlesbrough. As you guys know, he's a Sheffield Wednesday player. But he does have this Premier League item, card, whatever you want to call it. And that means he's got a licensed face because at the start of the season he was a Premier League player. He then misses a complete sitter. I really should, like, he was composed and everything. The goalkeeper was out. I'm not sure how I stuck that one wide of the post, but we did. And then of course, with silver players and dodgy players, you're going to get bad first touches, and unfortunately for us, we concede an equaliser. It doesn't matter though, because we literally run straight up the other end and score with Dele Alli's 3-star weak foot. Now, question, do I think it actually feels like a 3-star weak foot? Hell no. I score goals on this left foot all the friggin' time. It's just not that bad. And I've actually been finding that with a lot of players lately, that the weak foot doesn't really matter. Once you're inside the box, you're composed, and you just want to get it past the keeper with a low driven. I find most of the time they do go in the back of the net. Not a problem. Iheanacho does his best Jordan Rhodes impression there by missing a complete sitter. I know that one was on his weak foot, but I still think I should have stuck that in the back of the net. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'm making it hard for myself, aren't I? However, there's a lot of bobbling in the play. I thought I'd leave a little section in here just to show you what the play is actually like in this game. It was just back and forth. The passes don't really go where you want them to go. Dele Alli pushes through here. Can he do anything with it? He gets it off to Iheanacho, but a good sliding tackle there from the defender. More bobbles and we win the ball back. We play it into Luke Shaw, who finds Myler. Myler to Cork. I mean, look at the touches. They're just not great. And I don't know. Eventually we get it through to, well, it was going to go to David Myler, but it didn't quite work out for us. And the goalkeeper gets that one away. And then I just cause a massive foul and we're all good. You got to do that sometimes in those situations because it slows the play down. And he would have been through on a counter-attack there. And I can't be having that. So, Dele Alli pushes it through to Tom Davies, who spots Rhodes, and that's an awful deflection from my opponent's defender. But Dele Alli is there to stick that one into the back of the net to give us a 2-goal lead in this match. Therefore, my opponent, well, he wasn't happy about it. Let's face it. It was the first round. There's plenty more chances, you know, so he just decides to quit. I think that I was striking fear with my 2 red cards and my David Myler and Jordan Rhodes. I feel like that was what did it for him. But as you can see in the stats, we dominated, so we're all good in that one. But Jack Cork got injured for 2 games, and it was a foot injury as well, so the expensive one. I wasn't about to heal him. Luckily for me, I had a Joseph Barton. Not the most popular of footballers, but it just makes our banter squad even more banterous, doesn't it, really? So he's going to come in and do a role for us in CDM for the rest of the tournament. You know, he's got to last a couple of games because that's how long the injury is. And we come up against a French Ligue 1 side, and at this point in time, I'm thinking, oh God, this guy knows what he's doing. He's got a few of like the quick silvers in there from the French league. He's got a couple of the overpowered ones. And then of course like Fekir and Enyama in goal. Some relatively decent players. But our red, Tom Davies, the man, the myth, the legend, manages to score a goal for us in literally 3 minutes on the clock. He gets inside the box, just runs it past the defenders. A good save, but he gets the second stab at the cherry. And there we go. We are 2-1. We're 1-0 up, should I say. Push straight forward with Dele Alli, and he's never going to miss a situation like that. I don't care what goalkeeper you've got in goal. Dele Alli's going to score that one. He's very, very clinical from inside the box. And I was actually just looking at his card the other day, and the stats are actually phenomenal. Like, he's got ridiculous pace for someone who's as big as he is, and the fact that he's got like the 88 shooting, the 85 physical, like the crazy dribbling and passing. He's a great player, and I really am happy that we brought him in to the Road to Glory. So we're 2-0 up at half time, and my opponent hadn't had a shot. But I'm definitely not thinking this is the easiest of games, because with about 10 minutes to go, and the whole second half was this guy pressuring me. I was holding off, wasn't creating anything for myself, but he gets a solid goal against me. I'm pretty sure this is a viewer, because I think you messaged me after, so very good game to you, bro, if you are the guy and you are watching this video. Because, well, what happens next is I give a bloody penalty away. You can see it happening, can't you? I've bottled it. I've literally bottled this game. 2-0 up and cruising in the first like 20 minutes of the game. And then it changes to really good opponent in the second half, and he gets goals back against me. However, I saved the penalty with my red bronze goalkeeper, and we are able to clear the ball. And within the 90 minutes, I'm just holding possession at the edge of this guy's box. As you can see, Dele Alli plays it out to Shaw, knocks it into the middle there. He spots David Myler, who takes a couple of touches and then unleashes the Kraken. And David Myler has sealed this win for us in the 90th minute. We go 2 goals ahead, and it looks as though we're pushing through to that semi-final, boys. The main man, David Myler, scoring a goal for us. I wish I had his 95 rated pro card, but unfortunately I'm stuck with this silver one, who I've got to say, like, really impressed me. He was actually decent on the ball and stuff. When you look at the stats, they don't look that great. Obviously, he's got good physical on his card, but the pace and stuff isn't amazing. But he's pulled through and done a great job, and we win that one 3-1. I think deservedly so as well in the end, just about. You know, that was a tough game though, so very good game to you if you are the viewer that played me in that one. So the team's looking good. We move straight on into the semi-final, and we come up against... Now, this is what I thought I'd be playing a lot more of. The Premier League sides where people have just like taken out their main players and put in a couple of bronzes and stuff, because he's still able to get Bellerin, Butland, Smalling, Martial and also Vardy into that team. So we're playing a pretty strong Prem team, to be honest. If he can just focus on getting the ball to them, then he's going to be alright. Doesn't really matter though, because again within 3 minutes we have scored a goal, and that is Iheanacho getting a goal for us right there. I think it was Jordan Rhodes that played the ball through to him, and on his weak foot he just taps that one into the back of the net. A pretty solid finish and a nice bit of build-up play. I then get the ball to Iheanacho, and he threads it to Dele Alli. Just can't quite get on the end of it. He was sprinting a bit too much, I think. But as you can see, again, I think we're kind of dominating this match. But it's one of them things. It's one of them games where you're using a team like this. A little hole opens up, and they're going to score against you. And obviously I'm 1-1 at this point in time, and the game is getting on a bit. Luke Shaw had a great chance to finish it there with a long shot after a corner, but it does push this game to extra time. And as you can see, my opponent, I don't know, it was a relatively even game, but I had more opportunities. Dele Alli hits the inside of the post right there. I was gutted. I thought that was the one. That was what's going to win us the game. However, Tom Davies plays it to Iheanacho, who spots a long shot opportunity and bangs that one into the back of the net. Do you do that often with silvers? No, not really, but he is a bit of a godly silver, to be fair. Iheanacho, I'd noticed that this guy was really covering that final run so that I couldn't play that final ball through. So when he gave me that much space, you can see he's running back with his defender there to cover that ball through to Rhodes. I just thought, you know what, we're smashing it, and hopefully we've got enough techers in our locker that we can score it. And we did, and it won us the game. 2 goals from Iheanacho there. Literally propels us through to the final with this shed of a team. And I was loving it. I was having so much fun because it's not your standard squad. It's something a bit different, and it's utilising our red players that we've, hardly done anything for, but we've earned these 2 English red players, and I think at some point soon we'll be getting another English red player, because I think there was only one in form that was bronze last month for the monthlies, and I'm pretty sure he was an English striker, so we should be able to do something with that at some point too. But this is the team we're playing in the final. Premier League and mainly, what was it, French League I think it was. And at the start of this game, I was like, oh no. He was doing some LT, like holding off the defenders. How we haven't scored here, I will never know. He was just doing some crazy stuff with the buttons, which was scaring me, because he was decent, you know. Myler stuffs that one wide of the post. I'm expecting a little bit more from you, buddy. However, Jordan Rhodes finds Dele Alli, who is very clinical, like I said, in that situation. Low driven across the goalkeeper. It's not really even a driven shot. It's just like kind of low power, accurate, past the goalkeeper, just get it inside of that post. So some nice play, and we do go 1-0 up quite early on again, which is something we've done. We've like shocked our opponent by going 1-0 up very early in these games. I could have been 2 there, but we get a free kick opportunity, and I lay it off to Iheanacho, who we know has got a shot on him after that last game, and it does push us to 2-0 against a guy who I thought was going to absolutely, like, smash me, because he seemed really good on the ball, but we were taking our chances well. Dele Alli plays it through to Iheanacho, holds off that defender well, and then does him a couple of times, sends him the wrong way, stuffs that one into the bottom corner, and you know what's next, don't ya? A little rage quit occurred, because of course it was 3-0 in the first half. I guess he thought there was no coming back to that one. And we get 1,000 coins and a gold pack. I didn't really realise that there was a gold pack available. And we also get, of course, the qualification to the weekend league. Now, I have a bit of a busy week on, but I will do my best if I get some hours on Sunday to try and get some matches in there. I'm definitely not going to play all 40, but, you know, it's the weekend league. If you've got time to play it all and you want to, go for it. If you haven't and you want to play a few games, then do that as well, and that's probably what I will do. So, our little gold pack doesn't even give us a flare. That sucks. So, however, you know, silver lining, we get Casilla, a Spanish Real Madrid goalkeeper, who, of course, because of marquee matchups right now, has a decent value. Normally a player like that is, let's say, 500 coins. At this point in time, I'm pretty sure I sold him on for about 2.2k. So that's good. So that team right there on your screens just won us the daily knockout tournament, the first time of asking, and I think we played some really, really good football. Everyone getting involved, Davis, Myler and Rhodes all getting goals for the club. 3 assists as well for Jordan Rhodes right there. Very, very well done. And then Iheanacho with the 4 games, 4 goals, 1 assist. But I've got to say the main player in that one, definitely Dele Alli, pulling the strings, bringing everyone together, and we did a great, great job. So I was buzzing, and I was really, like, excited to share all of this with you, because it's one of the more interesting episodes that we've done lately, using a team that you just wouldn't see every day. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope it leads to a thumbs up on the video. That would be fantastic. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and there is an entire playlist of this Road to Glory, which is now 68 episodes old. If you are new and you fancy a proper binge session, everyone seems to enjoy the series, so you can go all the way back to the start and really enjoy yourself if you want to. So, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.